Hello, hello. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Friday, May 26th. It is 8:52 a.m. All right. Let's see. Um we I don't know I guess we have PCE, personal income, and what else? Durable goods orders at 8:30. That could have been the cause of this knee-jerk reaction here. Um, I wasn't. I was doing another stuff. I am not focused on the market this week. Um, also, which means I am kind of distracted here, and it could have been also a reaction to this sell-off in after the. We have this big gap to the upside in the bond market, and just sell-off that has closed the gap in the 30 and took all of the overnight inventory in the thing. Dollar is rising. Also, has almost closed the gap. No, the gap was already closed. The gap was closed right away at the opening dollar. What's happening with gold? Gold is falling again. But no, but the dollar is still inside range of the seems crude. I was checking the market wasn't paying too much attention to this. This is a really quite significant break on the bond. You know, yield should have been. This is opposite to yields. This has yields must be higher now, and it is quite close. It is this range is holding this. Is holding the 30 years here. It can come down here, crashing down here. Gold is in this range, has been bought at these lows here. If this range falls, it can come all the way down to 1800 here. Okay, before checking the daily, this is going to be really quick. The market hasn't done that much on the monthly. After all these movements we have, there's nothing going on. Right? You have 2 day range because this is a 8, 3, 6, 7 month range inside that 14. Inside 14, right? 3, 6, 9, 13 months range. There's a lot of fight, a lot of back and forth around the 4140. I guess once this level is clear, we can have a clear direction, either to the upside or to the downside. It can be either of those. I don't know which one is. I don't think nobody knows which one is going to be. The weekly, the weekly consider range or 3, 6, 8 week range. Once the high of this range was taken, what the market look above this, it has failed. The the the, the breakout to the upside failed, and the potential destination of this trade is the opposite side of the range. In this case, it's 41, 40, 62, 25 down here. And but before getting over here, first the market has to take this range out. The market has to take this range out. Now the question is this going to have downside continuation towards this, or is the end of the trade? The end of the trade, once the market reaches this balance, this opposite side of the range, or the 2 week balance here, it can very well come back and check this one out. You know, continuation we see the market taking this low. It didn't. I remember what people were talking yesterday. Just it didn't. Oh, hey Samsung Note, how you brother? Um, Window Trader is very good. It's quite expensive though. It is um it is almost $300 a month. Um, I think if you have long time in I'll come back to that in just a moment. Okay, let me do this because what happens is you can find there's another market profile platforms that could do the same. You don't actually need to have one specific market profile chart. You can, this is what I say to whoever asks me. You can also do it by hand. I do that by hand as well. Um, but it give you another things that I will explain. I can explain you in just a moment. Um, I was talking about this range. Once the trade took this low, once the market took this low out, this is a look below, and now right now it's failing. It can very well retrace and take this high out, or continuation. We see this one taking with the ultimate destination being this one. But this is a weekly time frame. Weekly time frame trades take weeks to develop. Right? Now the daily. What's happening in the daily? All right, the daily. The daily is right again the center of this range. This is incredible, man. This is the center of the center of this range here is the same center of this range here. Um, Market got too long here. Look above breakout. It did a breakout of an inside bar. What was the inside bar? Oh no, that was on the weekly. And a breakout of this range to the upside, look above, but has failed. Look above fail targets the opposite side, which in this case is this 4062.72, which is the same as in the weekly. Okay, same as in the weekly. I believe it's the monthly as well. Yep, it's the same in the monthly. Yeah, so there are three time frames here. There are three times frames here that can have a breakout to the downside if the market take this low. That could generate some really heavy selling there. But I think this could be related. It doesn't happen. For something like that to happen, there has to be usually there is a catalytic, exogenous catalytic that triggers that kind of activity. Um, One time frame, the trend to the downside has ended here. This gap has been closed. The market was between two gaps. The question was which gap was going to be filled first. It was the upper one, the one on the upper side. Now downside upside continuation will target this opposite side here. All right. But the structure of this market is super weak here, extremely weak here. Just notice where this market has been bought here, the 50 here, 50 here, three times here, one, two, three lows here, four lows here, one, two, three, four lows here. So, and another 50 here, 100, 200. So the structure of this market is unbelievably weak here. All right. Being long is a very risky proposition here, according to the monthly, weekly, and especially daily time frame charts. Now, market profile. This is going to be uh, regarding to your question, right? You got here. This is um, window trader. I can see, or we can see here. For example, if you are going to do this, this is what I all I use. You can do this by hand as well. You can do by hand as well. Um, I believe. I guess, let me see if I can put something from Sierra charts. I guess I have a friend who use Sierra. Let's see if I have a picture or I can have a screenshot. Or I remember he sent me something. Let me check. I'm checking. Maybe there's just too much stock we have. Okay, this is what he sent me. This is what zero chart does. Now you have this accumulated, which is this one. You can do it. I do this. Um, this is separate bar histograms and volume here. But remember, he told me he can do that. He does that. He did that here, but he has to split this by hand every time. If he wants to see something like this, he has to do it by hand, like going here and do something like that, right? Every time that this is in Windows Trader is I can do that automatically. Uh, but I mean, for the price, this is like 30 bucks, 30, 40 bucks a month is not, could be very, very well worth if you wanna save. If you're starting, you wanna start using TPO charts, market profile, this is a good way to save um, some money there. Okay, please let me know if you have any more questions or if I have answered your question to your satisfaction. No? Okay, from yesterday, the market was coming from a long liquidation. It was long liquidation that we had here, and it has had some upside continuation. The overnight session from the day previous, not yesterday, but from one day before that, um, has been taken care of. The overnight session from yesterday also, all the inventory has been taken out, has been repaired as well. Now we have a very prominent point, very prominent overnight POC down here. Window Trader is out of box. Zero chart needs to customize. Yeah, yeah, more. Sierra. Uh, from my point of view, Sierra is one of those things that can alienate people. You either love it or hate it. I was in the second group. I was in the second group because it has a lot of things you have to do. You need, if you have a friend or somebody who already uses Sierra, it can be very easy because he or she can guide you and do the customization. The learning curve on Windows Trader is faster. Is faster. Uh, this thing and I this thing for so I use Photon Trader with future spot trading. They are, I believe they are the only uh, brokers or the only platform where you can trade actually that also have Photon that has I mean he's their charting platform is Photon Trader. Um, what, but they allow you also to use window trader, because if you want to use window trader, they use they don't use a Rhythmic. They use another. I guess they use what's the name? They used to use CQG. I don't remember what the name of the other data provider. Okay, data providers. Let me see if I can get it. Dorman. Uh, no, I don't remember what's the. But you have to pay for data as well. And the extra thing that I have to do was kind of like 160 for data. But man, that was too expensive for me. Because adding 250 on top of that, put another 160 for data, that was too much. I think it was just too much. So what I did is I opened an account on Future Spot Trading, and they have photon trading, uh, and they allow you. They have a plugin here that you can link your window trader account here and use it here because they're charting. Let me see. Let me see. They're charting. I hope it don't crash. Doesn't. Now this is let me do something here. Let me do, what is this, new chart? Okay, file, new chart. I'm going to use history day. Let's put constitutional DS minute 30 interval 30 minutes ESM3. Let's see if it loads. And this is the regular chart that Photon has. Right, you can see also it's kind of a little bit different. Some options here is I like this volume counter, for example. Right? Because these are the periods, and you can see how much volume. According to, I don't use this thing, right? But it was something that catch my attention. This is the most, let's counter. They don't have bars. Okay, this is better, but I don't like the colors, right? It's kind of like to get you too much bias. I'm going to close this. What happened here? I close. What happened here? I close. Oh, if you are going to use this, you can trade here too in the chart. You can put your stops. Um, this thing actually scares me because it scares me the hell out because I don't wanna put order by accident. You can buy market and put your limit or stop, limit entry or stop entry here as well. I like this part, this thing. I hope I can. I wish I could use this on window trader. Um, boy, I guess I can do something about this. It has been like more than a year that I checked this one. I can do something with this. Okay, well, never mind. Uh, all right, let's go back to. No, Photon does not have TPO charts. What they do is what happens you can link if you have window trader, you can link your account to them. One company that has TPO charts that was the first one I used and I really love. Let me see if I can find it. What was this company? Because it was such a long time ago. Let me check on my Let me check my emails. This should be here somewhere. Uh, company there. Futures. How do I look for this? It was a couple of years, more than 2 years. Mm, Optimus. It wasn't Optimus Futures. Sierra Chart, Michael. Stage 5 trading. No, it wasn't. Uh, I guess it was trade futures for less. Uh, don't. I have tested. Give me a second. I guess it was a stage 5 trading. Stage 5 trading. Hmm. I guess this was. They have TPO charts. I really love the way how they had a lot of uh, indicators that I used at that time. I don't use indicators anymore. Open account. Okay, try a demo. I guess this was the one. Does open account or try a demo. I mean, you can try the demo here. But I remember the TPO charts were an extra, but they were not that much. They were like 20 or $30 at the time. Um, do they have? There's so many things. This is TPO. These are TPOs. No, these are not. Huh. Man, it has been more than 3 years since I did this. But I'm not quite sure. But that's the only thing that I have here. I have trade futures for less as well. Let's see. With who? Which with trade for less? Digo, stage 5? Este, trade for less futures. Oh, no problem, man. Ninja Trade, no, Ninja Trade. What's the name of this other company? I don't. Trade futures for less. I guess trade futures for less. I guess this one. Come on. Margins. I don't remember this. But this day trade margins. Well, they have really good trading, multiple trading via agenda trading. Let's check out the service commissions, divided futures, CTS, CTS. Was the I guess CTS window trading work with CTS. Margins, open account. God damn, I cannot. Oh, platforms. Platforms. Sierra, they have Sierra here. Oh, CTS was. I remember now. I use this platform here. CTS. They have this is TPO. They have TPO. It was really good. I really it was really easy to learn. Um, and they do have TPOs as well for an added like $20, something like that. I don't know, now I remember this. It was not. It was. I was looking for a broker, but it was a platform actually. time can do things to your memory. Oh, no problem, brother. That's what we are here for, to help each other. Which brokerage you have a do you have an account with Photon? Is that what you say? Yes. Okay. Not a machine. Oh, stage five. Okay, got it. Stage five. I guess I was very close to open an account with them. Um, when I was doing that is when I when I discovered Jim Dalton. I don't know if you know about Jim Dalton, but if you are interested in TPOs or TPO charts or market profile, Jim Dalton is kind of the, the you know is the godfather. You can say the creator. No, not the creator, but uh, the one who started to use in the 70s. Um, uh, Market profile. Along the first book regarding this topic was a book that he didn't write, but he sponsored. Um, Pete Pete Stoudemire, Market Profile, Markets in Profile was the name of the book. Okay, he has a lot of information, man. He has a lot of information, and going with him is quite expensive because his webinars, his intensives cost are about like 1500. He's going to have one live course now in Las Vegas, which is like 3,000, 4,000 if you include all of the hotel and food and all those things, right? And tickets and airplane tickets. But all the what he teaches, you can find it here. Now this is his website. In public webinars, you will have literally like hundreds of how much it has 150, for example. You can find 150 webinars. These webinars these free webinars that he does for these are commercials, right? This is how he gets reach to potential customers. But all that what he teaches is here. Now you will ask, one may ask oneself why somebody will give information, free information away, the one that you teaches. The thing is that it doesn't matter. This is an example that I always use, right? If you like basketball, if you want to play basketball, you can have LeBron James teaching you what to do, right? You have to do this, you have to you dribble this way. He can teach you everything he knows, but that is not going to make you a good basketball player. You will need to find your own style. You will need to get to know the game. You will get to know your competence, which is the other teams, the other players, and you will get to know yourself. And then you will have to build your own, the own play, your own player, the one you want to be. Yeah. Uh, all this here. He also has these weekly updates. What is this? Where is Jim Dalton here? Jim Dalton here. He has a weekly updates. There is also another. I have just learned that he had this. I guess it's one of his associates created this profile long time ago, or you can find some of his intensives from years ago, like 7 years ago, that are very good and are very valid. You know, He- this is what he teaches, and the thing is, you have to do one thing over and over and over and over and over until it becomes part of you. And that's what he basically is, right? He's a coach and a mentor. And that's what mentors do. And they stick to you or with you until you learn what you have to until you internalize uh, what you are learning. Okay, let's go back to the market. Overnight inventory. Overnight inventory is short here. Let me, it is just, I have just 5 minutes here. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm going to do it, and this is what this is something that I do every single day. You have the your homework. This is part of my homework. Overnight inventory short. Why is overnight inventory short? Because can you see this is seller last most of the trade, if not almost all of the trade has been made below seller. A counteraction to overnight inventory would be a sell, a break here. Now we are inside previous day, previous day range, opening inside previous day range, advertised chop. Chop can be very costly. The closer the market opens to the center, the higher the odds of rotation, having a rotational market, and also a having chop at the opening. White POCs tend to attract the market. It it did, but it didn't. It just took last and settled. I am interested here. Yesterday, this what happened yesterday? Now I don't have too much time now. God damn. This distributions were closed. This high here. This is very uncertain here. This high, closing the distribution targets the opposite target range. The high was sold from this what day is this? Wednesday. Oh no, Tuesday held back. Very mechanical selling, but at the same time, it found sellers here. Market has a spike here to the downside and just came back, crashing it was met with some good selling up here. But in the upper side, what we have, this is information I'm carrying on. There's no excess here. There's no excess here at this high, and also the overnight high was made. I mean, the high was made on the overnight session. Highs like this uh, uh, don't stay for long. The market tends to come back and repair those highs before it does anything. If there is going to be a break, more likely it's going to come back and check this one first. And also we have this debt ceiling stock that you know, everybody's focused on that thing. Now, 4 more minutes for the opening. The bond market again is coming back to the lows. Let's see if this market has downside. I guess today this could be very relevant as well. I guess if the bond market breaks today, it can drag the ES. It can drag the ES with it. Uh, I am going. This is something that I'm going to be checking on the side. Also, the dollar is rising. This one together with dollar, together with bonds, dollar rising together to bonds, it still is this high here. I guess it can take this high out. That would put more pressure to the downside in the market. Gold should rise, uh, to to have the perfect storm here. But let's check. I'm not saying anything here. No, no. Okay, we got 2 minutes to the opening, before the opening, and this high. Look at what's happened. Today is Friday. Okay, today is Friday. It's the last day of the week before a long weekend. We have a long weekend. We have Memorial Day on Monday. I guess the market is the market is closed on Monday. Let me check that one out. Uh, the holiday, Memorial Day, yeah. Memorial Day is closed. Market is closed. Just the electronic market will work. Um, uh, Weird things can happen, right? I guess bigger traders are, are already out, and when that happens, the market has a tendency to go to the upside, as have these weak rallies, and just to be corrected when the market comes. I mean, um, remember, we also have this ceiling depth talks, and we have a long weekend, right? We got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and anything can happen during those days. Anything can happen. Um, and I believe this market is just so focused on those things. All of this rally that we have here. Remember where this started. Because this started pretty much from, you can tell it settled, or you can call it POC. It has a weak base, and just based it on news. What those news were? Those were. God damn, my charts are. I cannot see my charts. All right, eh? I was telling you, the base of this rally, the overnight started here, has a huge rally based on what? On Nvidia. Now look at this. There's no interest of this market whatsoever on a counteraction to the downside. Market open and boom, just to the downside. Let's see if the market can take this high. This would be more important. Taking overnight high. If that can take, it can take this high. I guess it could come down to POC here. All right, all right. And I remember this high is not good. This high is not good. Just if being long here, just be very careful. Don't let the market don't let the market your stop. You have to trade with stops here. You have to trade with stops because this there could be some violent swings here, violent, really long movements. Because I consider this market to be a house of cards at this moment. The structure is very weak, very weak. You got you got these lows here, right? One, two, three, four here all together. Just so bad here. Non-excess here, non-excess here, three lows here, gap here. Man, this is terrible. But short-term traders don't care about that. Right? They don't care about they don't know actually about the structure of the market. They see a market rallying and okay, here I go to buy. I buy, right? Why? Why do I buy? Because the market is going higher. Right? That's the only reason why I buy. Because the market has momentum to the upside. That's the only reason. Right? But when you put context to momentum, your odds actually increases. Yeah, well, we have better odds when we have momentum. I mean, we have when we put momentum in context. Okay. All right. That high has been repaired. Remember, this was not a good high. Very mechanical. Very mechanical. That one has been repaired. Just be careful here. If there is something to the upside, did you see that break here? If there is something to the upside market, we come back and check that one out. Big traders know that there are a lot of short-term trading going on here, and the stops are being placed really, really close, right? So what this movement to the downside did is just take the stops out. This one takes the stops of this high. If there is something to the upside, the market will come back and check this out, continue going to the upside here. That will be the second time will be a strong, but yeah, I think it looks like it has retraced too much. The market has looked above yesterday's range and is retracing inside. Every time that happens, there is always potential to the opposite side of the range. Value is higher. It's too early to talk much about value. But we have we have value higher for the second day in a row. Higher here, higher here. Uh, and look at volume here. Look what volume is relative to yesterday. Right? This is something. This is something. This is an indicator here that probably this day that's not going to have too much volume. When there is not too much volume, what you will notice is that short-term traders tend to have more impact in the trading. Or whatever they do, then are uh, because there are no bigger traders here, at least today. All of these big companies, big family, uh, offices are already out in vacation. Summer is coming. Summer is coming. Also, all of these big guys, big trading firms, all of the CEOs are going to be on vacation. They're going to be on the Hamptons or whatever. And the ones who are going to stay are going to be the second in line, second, third in line, and usually they are more conservative. They don't take bigger decisions. Um, there could be some kind of wild, we can have some kind of wild markets as well. All right, market has re-entered previous day range. The pace, the tempo of the trade is another thing that I check. No, I guess this is what I. It's not. Can you see how it tries to go higher here? And it's meet with selling. What do we have in the upper side here? You know, from this is my histograms. These are my histograms. There's some volume here. Another nodal volume is up here, and another one down up here. This one was sold before getting into this, and there is a big chunk of volume in this area. All this thing, right? Volume was being built. Oh no, but these were longs that were liquidated here. Now, if the market is going to take these highs out, you will need some volume here because there's nothing here. There are no shorts here. The next one is 40.84. Okay, this has been taken. Now we need to see some volume here. Something like this. Notice how low this volume is, very low volume. All right, the market has came back, came back out of the range. From yesterday, notice how many times the market closed the gap. That's not an indication of a strong market. Market closed the gap right away in the first period. I came back and checked the previous range once, twice, three times. Check 4 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 times come back inside previous range. This is not a sign of a strong market, but who cares, right? Momentum trades don't care about that. What the market is doing. This is a big reference for me here. This is an intraday reference from this day with big volume actually, big volume here. It is not reflected here. There's a big volume blocks there. Look at that, man. This market can rally like maybe how many 60 points maybe. How many points were 62? That would be 42.20 if it rallies 42.20. No way. You can take this high actually. Wow. I'm impressive. And notice where the volume is, man. Right now, we are in the first half of the period, maybe down there. God damn, Fosh, look at that. This was an indication, right? This was an early indication. The market didn't care about the overnight inventory, repairing this high, and all the shorts here, all the shorts here from late in the session. This around the water now. Same goes. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, I was overnight inventory is short. What is the counteraction of an overnight inventory being short? A rally. Right? This is adding all of these shorts are being forced to cover now. This one and this from the overnight. God, somehow I got that close. Closing my I thought I thought the God damn it. I thought the counteraction was a break. No, but the counteraction is a rally. No, this could be just a counteraction. All of these shorts here, all of these shorts are short covering now. They're being squeezed. The ones that are not covering, they're being squeezed to the upside. What short covering does? Short covering weakens the market. Wow. Look at the volume here. Um, do you remember when the market reached this high, took this high out, repaired this high? As soon as repaired, it just took the market down like 5 points to the downside. Boom. And there was a lot of trading here, huh? That kind of movement, those kind of things are not unusual. And that things actually scare. If you are long here and you get again long and you have a drop of 3, 4, 5 points, that scare the hell out of short-term traders. Right? They start to look to the opposite side. They start to get short, right? Short, short. And that shorting actually fuels the market, fuels the rally. Yesterday there was a lot of shorting here going on yesterday. Okay, god damn, look at that, man. I was going to, especially after the big rally from Nvidia, there was a lot of overnight inventory as well. The overnight inventory yesterday or before yesterday was long, and there was liquidation of those longs. Longs were liquidated. Now inventory is short. Overnight inventory is short. You can see sale is up here. Most of the overnight inventory is short, and they're being forced to cover now. This is short covering now. Short squeeze going on here. But long liquidation, and once the traders see that going to the downside, they start shorting, 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 shorting. And what happened? What happened in the end? They couldn't move. They couldn't move the market lower. Actually, POC moved higher. This is kind of POC was here almost all day, and I ended up here at the closing. You know, POC is the fairest price at which business is being conducted. Way up here. Now you got this POC moving higher. You got overnight inventory short. And you have no attempt whatsoever to do anything to the downside. This is a long here. Well, it was a long. And those are the things that you start to see, right? To pay attention. Not just the market going higher, higher or lower, but start to see the market in terms of inventories, it makes way more sense, right? It helps to understand market better. Because otherwise, one we just see market going higher and lower. When you got context, you actually can improve, right? Distribution being close, this is very important. It was very important yesterday. All of this weakness on the upper side, who cares, right? That is just one piece of information that can be or will be relevant at one moment in time. Right now, it's just one information that we carry. I keep carrying on. I will carry on. Closing these distributions, target this upper side here. Right? The thing is, yesterday it was met with selling, but, and this is the very important BUT, right? Not TT. But notice where the selling came from. Exactly halfback. And a movement like this in the overnight can really make you doubt what you are thinking. Make you think twice, right? Double think what you are thinking. Well, come on, right? You have well, notice you start to notice where this selling is coming from. One, two, three, four, five highs around the same area, right? Same area. Very close to this high. All this selling now, this one, and especially these ones, are now being forced to cover. This was one trade. Now from here, once now everybody knows the market is going higher, right? Everybody knows market is going higher. Everybody's going to start buying. The ones who didn't buy here when the market was open and came up here, or when the market this this part here, this is a very hard. When the market tries to go lower and dries, you can see it called dries here, the volume dries here. That's a long, all right. What where is your exit? If the market comes back here, comes back up here below, you had the open, it comes back, and and instead of going higher, it retraces here and keeps going lower. That's an out. That's your out. That's an out. That's your stop. I don't trade futures. I trade options. Right. So this movement that in futures can be 2, 3 points in options is 1 point. Right. You need to see what I will do. I will grab maybe these options, the 40-60 or maybe even the 40-50 to the downside, which uh, uh, I thought wasn't the case. I was thinking to the downside all the way up to the opening, but always having these things into context, right? Um, but when I saw this highs here, okay, there could be something there, and this high here as well. So the potential destination, the ultimate destination is this high here, the 40, which actually is the 4200. Again, this is another 4200 over the weekend on Friday. I got this reference from Window Trader, this one here. You don't see that in any other one. You can see hardback, value area. Uh, right? On top of that, I have another ones with high volume also. Previous high volumes, right? This is the 4080. Is this the 4080? Yeah, this is 4080. High volume here. Look, another one here. Notice how value or volume is building around this level. Next destination, next stop could be this one here. But this one is, I got this one. Window Trader doesn't give me this. This is based on observation, right? These markets, the ones that are experiencing now, I think from the last couple months, this kind of information that I want to show you, the market is paying a lot of attention to that because I think there's a lot of short-term trading going on here. Now, if this market is going to the upside, value is higher. This could be a counteraction to the overnight inventory, right? What will tell me that is more than that? That is not just a counteraction to it, because this is a very popular trade. The counteraction to overnight inventory is a very popular trade, right? When you got inventory that is short or super short, there could be odds. Yeah, the odds of having a counteraction are actually around 65, 70%, right? And those are good odds. Those are not 50. Those are not 95 as well. If you have 95 odds, everybody knows, right? It's impossible. When you have that kind of odds, the business is gone already. Now, look at volume here. I expected volume to be up here at the end of the first period. And look at, we have only maybe like 5 minutes. How much? 7 minutes before another thing. It could get killed, but it's too low, man. Too low. Usually the first half or the first period is the one is when we have the most of the volume in the first period. And when I see this, this is uh, being long is just be very careful here. Got to be very careful. Don't get too attached to your trades, and also don't overcome your welcome. Let me get some water here. Now, something to I got to ask myself here is, if this market has a big rally today, what are the odds of all those longs want to go over the weekend, right? Over the weekend, holding a long position. If this market cannot take the 4200 today, well, yes, there could be some liquidation there at the closing. But again, I am talking of closings when the market just opened, right? And all those things have are pieces of information that have to be in your mind throughout the session. We have to be very flexible here. All right, all right, all right. 4190 is the next reference. Oh, it coincides with POC. Is this POC? Yeah, it's POC. Another thing that you have to Samsung, if you are still there, I don't know if you are still there, but these things, this reference, and I use these volumes market, but if I use histograms now, but notice, for example, 4185. What do we have in 4185? If I have nothing, the next thing is 8990, which is this one, also high node volume here. Another volume 4210. What do we have in 4210? 4210. This 4210 has been traded heavily as well. Many times has been back and forth, back and forth. There was a lot of trading here this day. I remember that. Now volume is being built in the upper side. What can happen, for example, now, what can happen if these traders cannot take the market higher? All the traders that are buying here cannot take the market higher. What will happen with all this volume that's being accumulated now here? All the inventory that's being accumulated here. Mm. And if this was just short covering, just counteraction to overnight inventory, all these shorts now are out of the market. What will happen with them? Mm. Remember, when a short cover, what what do you do when you cover a short? You buy, right? You're getting out of the market. You know? The market is going higher with no volume, with volume getting out of the market. There are no new buyers coming in the market. Now, the market has to start here. I don't like that. I guess it just went too far, too fast, too much at the opening. Oh, babe, do you notice how this market has a stall in the upper side? There's nothing here. Oh boy. Look at this volume here. It was not even there. It looks way down here. Gosh, this is one of the lowest volume in the last, no, 10 days. Very low volume relative to yesterday. Very low volume. Final sentiment, consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. I think when monitoring for continuation, you have a long somewhere in here. You have long somewhere in here. This is your out here. It's just when you see the market doing this kind of things, the upper side. Now, notice where this high is now. Notice where this high is. Exactly at POC. This is not a good high. Good also market is going to take this high out. Value is higher. What's happening with bonds? Bonds are kind of long. There seems like it's going to be long liquidation only. Yeah, it look they're starting to look like long liquidation here. Oh, but look at this low, matching lows here. Remember where this volume was? Oh, remember where this volume was? The market comes too low, they will start to liquidate. Nah, I don't like this kind of really high volume, the lower side. Very different than the one down here. Look at this. Look at this. This is if this market goes higher, it's going to be crazy risky to the upper side. Just be very, 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 very careful here. The market's to the upside. Okay? And this is a false indication. This is a the false indication the market was stalling was too much trade back and forth. It didn't move. It just stalled here, right? Some red flag. This is a red flag. Yeah, the volume here. But momentum traders, short-term traders don't care about us. Don't see this, and they don't care about it. The market going to the outside. Let's keep buying. Let's buy and buy and buy and buy and buy and buy. There could be a big spike here. And that low, this low is going to be taking could be taking like boom, 3, 4, 5 points at once. And notice where it has been bought, right? It comes here, it came back down to here, to this low. It was bought here. Added more volume on the lower side. Remember, this one is not relevant anymore. This high has been taken. It's out. Remember this. Remember what happened here in this period. If this market keeps going high. I guess long. I don't want to be. The market's going higher, but no, man, I don't want to be long for anything here. 41.75. No, sir. What did I do? Why did I do this? Don't know. Don't remember. Just remove those things. Those are in the way. Remember, the market was bought twice here. The market come back here. No, come back once, right? Exactly to the low. Exactly to the low here. But that's not enough reason for me. I mean, I'm not. I'm not. Maybe another kind of trader would start to buy some puts here, expiring maybe next Wednesday by the end of the month, or maybe Friday next week. Some puts maybe the puts can be down here, right? These ones. I still don't see any indication. You have only 6 minutes into second period. Only 6 minutes into the second period. But I'm going to go ahead just in case I forget. That's a weak level. I'm going to know twice about that. And the main thing is I don't want to be long here. This movement, the upside trade can be very well done by now. Too much risks now. It doesn't mean the market is not going to go, it cannot rally. It can keep going, keep going higher. Notice the difference between this period. There's nothing here. It just started here and boom, got upside. Now the second period comes back down here to the lower part of this volume here, which happens to be a congested area, right? Congested area, congestion here. I just come to check the logs here. And but instead of having really narrow profile, like something like this, taper on the upper side, it just adds volume to the lower side, a higher volume on the lower side. Now there's very mechanical buying there, very mechanical buying here. Ooh, look at what happened with bonds. Now this is going to encourage the longs here. Double low, but here's a big rally. Dollar is falling, gold rising. And look at this, man. Look at dollar. A dollar and the bonds together, they can push the market to the outside. It's easier to push the market to the outside than to drag lower. Mhm. Looks like it's trading based on bond marketism. Okay, short covering continues here. Next destination, next reference, May 23rd high, which is basically the 4200. And above that, what do we have above that? It's poor high here. And a white, really white POC here. Really white formation here. As white as it can be. Almost. The only K is missing here. Okay, this high has been repaired. Remember, it was sold exactly from POC. That has been repaired now. That's not a weak reference anymore. It is 10:10. Unless you have any questions, I guess I'm going to call the stream for today and wish you guys a really good rest of the day. Stay safe there. Keep an eye on those bonds and don't get too attached to your trade. All right. I see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend or enjoy your weekend, your long weekend. Bye bye.